Congratulations, Honorable Boubacar Cisse. This certificate is presented to Honorable Boubacar Cisse in recognizing him as an honorable member of the John Pickering alumni. Also, as from today, the entire John Pickering family, the entire John Pickering alumni, I mean teachers, students included, also the experts included, this man here today is titled by John Pickering Alumni Association from now on to be called as Honorable Boubacar Cisse. In the history of John Pickering, to my knowledge and to many people's knowledge, he is the first person to serve as a guest speaker as an alumni of this school. Therefore, we award him with the title Honorable that he shall be called. So let's get note of that. The alumni is highly proud of you and the entire John Pickering family.
Habari za asubuhi. I'm speaking Swahili. Habari za asubuhi. I'm saying good morning. You said salama. Nzuri. You say poa. How are you? Fine. Mambo. You say poa. Okay. Karibu, John Pickering. I'm saying welcome to John Pickering in Swahili. You said asante sana. Thank you. Good. Okay. Thank you, graduates. Thank you, John Pickering. I first want you to stand up. All the graduates, I want you to stand up, please. Good. I want you to kindly stare around you, those great teachers that impacted on your life, those great experience of yours, your guardians, your support and loved ones that accompanies you along these 3 years chilling. I want you to look at them and stare at them and say to them, thank you. Wave your hand and say thank you. You may please have a seat. Thank you. Fatih, my mentor, I want to start this with you to say thank you for being strategic in my life and my career to be what I am today. I actually want to use the same opportunity to thank Mr. Principal, Mr. Boto Kamara, who is my father, a coach and a mentor in my life too. Mr. Fofana, thank you for giving me the chance to be here. Thank you, Mr. Cisse, the economics teacher, a brother, a confidant, and a colleague later on. I want to thank you all for the opportunity. I felt so elated being present here. We accorded such a huge tax because I thought it was, why me? Because I don't think so I was fit for this. Because the reason, I think there are others that you know are with highest IQ and more confidence to be here than myself. But that recognition, when I had a call from Mr. Sonko, who was a brother. We've been together throughout our academic journey at John Pickering. And Sumana Sonko, thank you for being a brother. And Jere, Saho, they are all accompanied together. Thank you. I want us to use this opportunity for us to have a chat with you, the graduates, and that of the parents equally, those that are here. That was the reason I hadn't need to board myself to come with a topic, because I could cage myself within that confine. So Mr. Fati had to come with this theme to be from our own. That is myself. I remembered exactly 10 years to the 11th year, I was part of the graduates equally, sometime in 2013, being part of the students paraded, and actually we were with fear and anxiety, what the future holds, what lies ahead of us. We are thinking, what could happen? Because this life is never rosy. Though there is no success, absolutely. The MC, all that he's actually been saying is about my success story. But life is full of roller coaster. I went through challenges. I nearly quit, but actually I said no. Because as the saying goes, winners don't do different things, they do things differently. In 2013, when I graduated from this school, I haven't graduated as the best accounting student. The reason why, I was absolutely good in accounting, but the overconfidence actually takes me along. And the mock exam things dropped, and Alhaji Jalo, I vividly remember, was the one that was awarded. But that doesn't stop me. I nearly quit. I approached Mr. Fofana, Mr. Kabra. I vividly remember sitting under the tree. I said to them, I don't think so I will even do accounting as a profession anymore. Because at my grade 10, I decided to be an accountant as a career. I got an essential accounting book. I wrote on it my dream book. Still now the book is there. And Mr. Fari always emphasized to us, people that have the intention of pursuing your career as an accountant, you want to pursue accounting at your educational level, do not give out your essential accounting book. And I was part of the few that actually stick to that word. I remembered the time when we were at grade 12, it was a challenge. If I'm wrong, Mr. Principal, you kindly correct me. I think we were the first batch ever since the establishment of the school, 204, 205, 6, if my memory can serve me well, that to try to approach the principal, to come with that initiative of trying to stay at night, to sleep at the school, to burn the midnight candle so we can come out with the flying colors. That happened at our time with our own initiatives, with everything that was from us that started with our batch. When I approached the principal, I said to him our intention. He said to me, but how sure are we criminals can be part of you people that our belongings are going to be safe? I give him the assurance we are going to have a list of people, whosoever had to join, to be in the circuit. It's about being serious. And with that determination, the commitment we were able, the time I was started, when I pursue my ACA to a later level, the school approaches me that I have to come back and serve them. And that was difficult for me because I said to myself, I don't think so. I am meant to be a teacher. I haven't gone through Gambia College, so how can I do teaching? So Mr. Fadi and the others has to convince me, you can do it. And I had to come back and serve the school for a brief moment before, whilst waiting my fate with the ministry, I happened to have a call, but not as an accountant directly. They offered me an accounts clerk level. And my father said to me, take it. It's just an entry level. Your qualification will vindicate you with time. And provided I'm being motivated by money, I will not have been where I am today. Because at the time, John Pickering was paying me more than what the ministry is offering. We all know the central government salary. But I still quit and move on. I feel grateful. I ever said that one. And I want to ever remain to Master Khalifa Job, the blessed soul. May Allah grant in Jannatul Firdaus Allah, and I know he's actually there. That man have high impact in my life from my Daranka school to be part of the students that actually were accorded that opportunity to have a pen pal friends among the top students where I was selected. to have a pen pal student to write to our friends. They were sending me books and the likes. And I remembered my pictures was even at his office at the time, part of the student to serve as an inspiration. And when I left there also, when John Pickering was opening, I was among those few people who were part of the drama group to be present in that inauguration. And Master Job still doesn't stop there. When actually the time arrived for me to come back and serve, he was part of the people that accorded me that opportunity to come back and serve John Pickering. I ever remain indebted to Master Job and his family. I want to say thank you for being a source of my career inspiration. Being a teacher was one of the most important things in my life for impacting on people's life directly. I learned from them equally. I think teachers need to be accorded that opportunity and always be respected. Teaching should serve as a noble profession, not as a stepping stone and trying to search for greener pasture. Because if it was, I would not actually be who I am today. These people are still there, Mr. Fari and Co. They haven't quit, provided they leave the system. Now who will make the people who will run them to be who they are today? The foundation is what matters in life. And I think that foundation was built by those personnel. Because life is full of challenges. You will go out there and perhaps others aftermath of this, you might not see each other again. The inevitable can visit others, which is death, and which actually we are a victim of such. Our colleagues which we graduated along, the case of Musa Sise, a very beloved brother in Islam, blessed soul, Lamin Mane, another Lamin Mane, the duos, and so on and so forth. They were a part of us. They went to search for greener pasture, that of Lamin Mane, and this illegal migration, and then lost his life. I want to discourage the youths in trying to take this perilous journey. It doesn't worth it. We can just make wealth overnight. You know, research has indicated that people around the world, statistically, you can search on the Forbes. A lot of them, the wealthy people, 80% are all first-class generations. The second-class generation is only 20%. What's the reason why? We want to get wealthy overnight, and it cannot happen. We need sacrifices. We need to take our time to actually be what we were today. Have a dream, have a goal, and work towards it. And surely you will realize it. I remembered when one of our students, Fatima Fofana, who actually passed through John Pickering, currently in New York, United States, was equally inspired by myself when I was equally doing the teaching, just like how I felt inspired by Mr. Fati. I forgot about that book, Essential itself, my dream book. It was my cousin who was part of the class who brought the book at the class and said to me, Mr. Sise, guess what? I got a surprise to you. My dream book, I showed the Essential partly even, it's partly tears. I said, wow. From that day, Fatmata had to get his accounting essential and wrote on it my dream book. And out of surprises, when Fatmata traveled to US, he had to call me to thank me and said to me, guess what? I'm with my essential accounting book. I brought it along in US. And equally, guess what, Mr. Sise? I actually also am pursuing accounting at the university. And today, Fatmata is finally a graduate of accountancy. How inspirational we can have an impact on people's life. Do go out there and never expect life to be that rosy. I want you to take you through around the globe. The young woman, I'm seeing that faces here, that actually will one day be standing here to give such a speech far more than better than myself. I remember seeing a face in Uganda, a 22-year-old girl who, with her background, the struggle could not stop her. She has to do block molding. Do we actually see women doing block molding here? Do you ever do block molding? Will you ever do it? In Uganda, a woman of 22 years graduated and fate wanted to decide, indirectly given to him. That does not deter her. She went to do block molding to pay for her tuition. And it doesn't stop there. I can take you to Ghana, a young woman of 35 who actually, after graduating, life gave a different direction. Doesn't stop her. She still have to trying to make a bakery, to trying to start with just 20,000, which was a pattern at the time, together, which was around $13, and was able to contribute to pay her tuition from that and graduated with a degree. I take you to Uganda, that of a gate man who was a gatekeeper, happens to graduate at a university after accumulating the little that he was earning. And I can take you also to Ghana, again, a blind man that actually blindness was at 11, doesn't stop him. He still has to pursue his dream, and today he earned his master's and been the first ever lecturer at a university to lecture in law. And equally, I can still take you to South Africa, a taxi man, a cab driver, who actually born with three family and been the breadwinner of the family because lost both parents, doesn't stop him. He went to do a cab driving work, and through that cab driving, that's where he was able to gather the little that he was earning to make him to be a graduate today. And so on and so forth. A musician I see that graduated of recent, a Ugandan, and finally graduated with a PhD. I can take you through to a Nigerian lady that graduated in the UK with a dyslexia. It's a disease that he hardly remembers things, but that doesn't stop her. The reason why I'm giving you these stories, I want you to feel inspired. Circumstances should not stop you. It should not be the reason you quit. You know, this is the difference between winners and losers in life. This is between the people, the rich and the poor. You know, poor people actually, they want to make wealth overnight, and it cannot happen. Others will lose hope that my support system has gone, the inevitable has visited, or I don't got the finances. That should not serve as a jar and measures to you. I want you to reflect. Anytime life wants to drag you back, part of the few that feel inspired with such stories of this that I mentioned, prospering in Africa. I don't actually mention to you around the West what is Africans like yourself. Why can't you be part of those? I don't pray for such. What challenge can happen without expecting. And if it comes along the way, do not quit. If you did your worst, you could not get the prerequisite now. Gambia, we have a lot diversification of knowledge now. You have the Tibet school. Now we have the civil servant school of research. We have the school of education, which are of different specializations. And that does not need to deter your quitting. Please, 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 graduates, I want you never to be part of those who quit. Be part of those few winners that actually with the mantra, winners don't do different things, they do those things differently. And of Tuwati, who they call my Vicente, Mr. Fatih, is equally of recent a master's graduate from Turkey, part of the police. I want you to diversify, let you get access to different parts of the world. Go to the police, cross-cutting, securities apparatus, we want to see you there. Alumni, maritime sector, and alumni of John Pickering in the highest echelon. I want to see you in educational sector. We want to see you with idol. So he had to make an idol, and out of the short end, he later on put it aside, and then was working on another idol. A German tourist came and started staring at this idol and look at it from two. He said to him, but I'm not seeing any fault, or is it that you need two idols? The sculptor said, no, I need only one. He said, so why are you making the other one? The sculptor said, because there's a scratch on the nose of the idol. He said, a scratch on the nose? He said, yes. He said, but this scratch is not that visible. Where are you going to hang the idol? He said, 20 feet from down. He said, 20 feet? He said, 20 feet, that's going to be visible to the eye. Just as a scratch on the nose of an idol, 20 feet, it will not be visible to the people. He said to him, but I will know. The reason why is about your integrity. It's about your honesty. So this is life that we have with ourselves. Don't try to cheat life. You can't make a shortcut to make things, success comes along the way. Keep striving. Education, there's a lot of ways. Whatever you think you are good at, pursue it. I had Gambinos actually saying one of the players, actually is part of the graduates, either is with us or not. That shows people that actually want to make football as your career. That doesn't stop you of pursuing your education as a career. We know the case of Vincent, this guy, company of Manchester City, an Ashwell player, has masters and then finally pursued his PhD in international relations, and also been awarded a doctorate degree at the university in the UK. We had the case of Juan Mata, he's a graduate. We have the case of Cellini of Italy. Cellini is a master's degree holder. So why not you? We cannot use things as an excuse. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Have skills and try to be mastery of your skills. If it happens to be, you will actually be the architect of your own brain. Long live to the world. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Susi, for that remarkable speech. We thank you, we honor you, and we want to tell you that, sir, we are highly proud of you. As being part of the family of John Pickering, we are sincerely proud of you. Thank you so much for making up today, and thank you so much for giving us that inspiring speech. That was really remarkable. I think today, the famous quotation of the day will be Madam Smith's quotation. Graduates, I will say we can do it. And I want you guys to face Honorable Buraka Sise and tell him, sir, we will do it. Can you repeat it? We will. We will. So I will say we can do it, and then you guys will say we will do it. Right? We can do it. We can do it. So that's a promise you guys are taking, right? That's a promise you guys are taking. I wouldn't want to see a John Pickens fan struggling to say, I don't know what to do. That's not what you are prepared for. So I just said, Londo Balkno Kana Balako Balnoma, I mean Horomo Balfe. I think you understand that. Malongo did I mean Balako. Horomo Tarabon. Thank you. Honorable Bogasice, once again, Thank you so wonderful for that remarkable speech. John Pickering's friends will never give up. He has always been saying that we don't give up. And then we shall never give up. This has been everything that he has been saying. We have people here in John Pickering who are really inspiring. He made mention of Fabi Shinti. Believe me, that boy goes through a lot to get to where he is today. Financial challenges, social challenges, home challenges. He gets all kinds of challenges. Today he's a master's degree holder. We have the likes of Mr. Piata. If he tells you how he goes to school, believe me, you will say tears. But then yet, he still made it. We have the likes of Lamin Efesane. I'm not sure whether he is still around, but this man is someone who makes the entire jumping fraternity proud. This man is someone who is known throughout the Gambia. Our own famous sport journalist in the Gambia. Some of you who listen to sports, you know who Lamin Efesane is. Lamin Efesane graduated from John Pickering. We have the likes of
architected this important occasion we call the graduation, who is no other than Mr. Fadi. Now, sincere appreciation goes to our able Vice Principal, Mr. Lamin Sise, Vice Principal 1, then our great Vice Principal 2, who is no other than Mr. Baba S. Dabo. Not forgetting the effort of Mr. Sidikan, not forgetting the effort of all the other teachers, students who participated and who are willing to and not been able to participate. Now, I stand before this August gathering to give a brief description about what we refer to as the creative mind. Now, first of all, I want to begin by informing this audience that in the school here, we have an association that we call the Creative Minds Association. The Creative Minds Association, when we talk about creative mind, we're talking about creativity. Now, how it all came about was due to the effort of some of these founding fathers. Among them, we have Mr. Jere Saho. Among them, we have Mr. Ali Bojang. We have Miss Dalinda Prera. And the list go on and on and on. Now, the reason for this is they believe that school have not only stopped within reading and writing, but they believe that there are students that are potential, that are creative, they have skills, and they need to show their skills. And in showing their skills, an avenue have to be created for them. But before we do what we have to do, first of all, we will begin with an entertainment, and the entertainment will be done by the Creative Mind Association, and they will entertain the crowd and the audience with what? A cultural dance that have something to do with creativity. So, Mr. Manjang, we will have our group here, and they will do their cultural dance on behalf of the Creative Minds Association. Buba, wherever you are, can you come out with the guys? Buba Sise. Creative Minds, please, let's try and go fast. Time is against us, please. Buba, wherever you are, come on with your guys. Time is becoming a factor. Now, before they step on the podium, I would like to say some few things. Now, creative mind comes from the word creativity. Now, what do you mean by creativity? Creativity is having the ability or the power to do something. Now, we realize and we know we have potential scouts that we are able to determine. Our time is becoming a factor.